high-rise S&D to close it out. I don't know if I expected a high-rise, but it's not going to matter right now because we have to get there first. We are already underway on to the hill. It is going to be London in the red, Boston in the green here as we start things off, or excuse me, Boston the white as we start things off, and it's going to be enough already making some moves around the bag. Zeus as well with 2 to open things up.
Yeah, big open and, sequence for the London Royale with cheese to get this open hardpoint time. Still controlling this hill, but there is a kill feed light up for the Boston Burgers to get some of this hill, the hardpoint time. But quick response by London Royale with cheese to get back on this hardpoint time. Now they knowing how big and important these rotations are. So London Royale are fighting for these rotations. Boston Burgers are spawning up here. So if they can hold off the London Royale with cheese, which they just did with 2-3 big kills here, they got to watch out for the player who went around for the long route. But P2 starting off in the favor of Boston Burgers.
If you're going to see, they're going to pick that one up there. As it's going to be there, but Dream Vow is immediately going to get dropped. Mercs in the back is going to be okay, but you can see the push coming in. Fame finds 1, Fame finds 2. Big pushed in from Boston, looking for 3. Almost gets the turn and is going to succeed in doing so. Finds all 3 kills. It's a huge play there as Boston is able to just clear things out. Fame with 4 on the point, and the team is going to continue to roll through. As you can see, the kill feed is just all Boston right now. One next player in is going to be Export. Finds that, not able to find the follow-up, though. And it's just absolutely back and forth in London right now. Is continuing to keep this contested. And as of right now, they are actually going to have this hill, and they will be scoring on it. So really nicely played coming out of the side of the London Royale with cheese to open things up so far.
Yeah, Boston Burgers, they did have a great P2 there to get the time closer. Now we're rotating to P3, and Mercs with 2 big kills to keep this time neutral. But his team is close enough to jump on this hill first to make sure they can get the lead or tie the game first and then get the lead. And next, as the lead starts to go in their favor, kill feed lighting up Pinstripe. London Royale with the breaks, finding out these Boston Burgers towards the P2 side. Zeus is the first line defense. Can he hold off? Player 1 and player 3 are going to try to make their way, but those nades are coming off. Zeus is enough with 2 big kills, but there goes the rest of the Boston Burgers. Leaves just Mercs. Can he make a play? Probably cannot. And now Boston Burgers got to figure out what they're going to do with the rest of the scrap time.
Yeah, I mean, they have, some to work with here. As you can see, the push is coming in. That's a nice stick there, and is going to find that. Gunnix, unfortunately, on the receiving end of that one. Dream is going to be the next one in. Ring around the rosy with the statue. Is not able to find that kill, actually. Is enough finds that. And is going to, there's just players swarming on all sides. Fame is going to be the next one in. There's players on either side, though, and does end up falling. And it's just back and forth mess right now across the map. And you can see these players are coming in. And unfortunately, it's just going to be Boston, finally breaking through, but they are struggling to get in there right now.
Yeah, man, this hill is, it's working out in favor for London Royale, but we can see Boston Burgers now clear the hill out, force these spawns out. Got these guys spawning out towards this P3 side. They know they're coming from this mid-bar side, so they're starting to light up the kill feed Boston Burgers as they sending London Royale back to their spawns. Now they got to push up, make sure they get themselves into these good power positions to make sure they can cut off London Royale, trying to rotate over to this P1, and that is what they're doing behind the gunny of Mercs, behind the gunny of Fame. And there it goes, 2 more kills for the Boston Burgers. P1 lights up, and Boston Burgers should have control of this hill.
Yeah, but you can see they're still going at it right now as they're going around the back. They're only down by 10 as Gunnix has gone a 5 killing spree so far, 12 and 6, looking to earn that cruise that is going to be caught just short here. Miris as well is on 17 kills. I actually just noticed that, and still Boston is behind right now, not able to take advantage of the openings that are being created for them. London is in the point. They're securing this hill right now and doing a great job just locking things down as well. Boston doesn't want to give it up just yet. They're not willing to rotate just yet because they're still spawning on the P2 side, so they're happy with where they are in their map position as they're going to still try to take another crack at this. It looks like there's going to be one player. It's going to be Dream on the way in, gets caught out, and that should do it for this push over towards P1. They're going to give the rest of that time to London. It's going to be a few seconds of scrap, and they're going to head to P2 now, down about 40 or so points.
Yeah, London. I mean, London's just doing a great job of just making sure they keep this lead by, getting the rest of that scrap time, not letting Boston Burgers just get full control of the hill. They work their spawns. They try to get control of the spawns. Even if they lose those opening gun battles, they still just have a player who's just pushing his way up towards the back. But this force push towards P2, that strategy did not work, but it did work to keep the hill neutral. Now London is on top of this time. You got player 2 Gunix trying to get one. Dreamville follows up with another. They got to get player 5 off the hill. He is the next closest. Let's see if he can take them off.
You're going to see the shots coming through. Gunix is going to be holding this point down now. The lead has been cut in half. It's only 30. And Enough is going to know that player's there, but gets caught out as well. The trade coming in. Export is going to pick up one as well, but the hill is still counting in favor of Boston, and that's going to be a big kill. Mercs finds that one. And you can look on the rotation here. You can see Gunix already on the way over. And it's just going to be in the back, but should get caught from behind here. I think that's enough. And yeah, that is going to be Boston now. Has to make their way here towards P3 as they got to trek across the map right now. London is set up nicely, and they are ready for this push that is coming their way.
Yeah, I mean, this is what London likes. They like for Boston Burgers to try to push in from this full side. They know, which way they're coming from. But there's 2 big kills that lights up for the Boston Burgers. Make that a third kill. A third kill, clearing the hill. Now they got to get this time. They need this time. They don't want to let this lead keep pushing out further for London Royale with Cheese. So time is what they are starting to accrue. But it is a small contest. Contest does get dealt with. Boston Burgers on this hill. I think it's 16 seconds left on the hill. Rotation may be on for London Royale with Cheese, and that's what we see down the mini-map. Player 8 may chance for that contest. No, he does go for the rotation. So rotation is on the P4. London Royale is here, but player 2 can't make a play.
Yeah, we're going to see where they end up taking, but London has this P4 locked down right now, and they have the spawns as well set up. It is going to be a bit of a split spawn here, but Fame's going to find 2, going to be down underneath here, and is going to get caught out by a great double kill out of Enough. Finds both players. The rest of Boston spawning on the opposite end of the map right now has to make their way in somehow. They're still down by 20. This is still very doable as we head towards that next set of rotations. There's still 30 seconds left on this hill, so a lot of time to work with, and they're actually going to clear them out. London is actually going to get knocked right out of the hill. Gunix, I think, picked up that kill at range. I'm not exactly sure where that ended up coming from. Deuce on the way in, finds one, has to clear both sides, and is actually going to do a fantastic job there, and gets the turn on towards Fame. So big kills there from London as they're able to find that and open it back up. So they're going to get the last of that scrap time, and we're heading now back towards P1, but London is already here.
Yeah, London's in the driver's seat to win this game, but, Boston Burgers, they're right here. They're fighting. They're trying to get to this P1. Player 1 can't jump on it, but they know they got to fight off these London Royale. They don't know which way they're coming from, but they're trying to figure it out. They are getting the kills that go in their favor. London is on this hill. They're crewing the target point time. It's surrounded by a bunch of Boston Burgers, but they just do not want to jump on the hill because they know they got to get these kills. They know they got to get the spawns to favor out for them so they can make this game favorable for them when it comes to the end. But right now, neutral time is good for London Royale with Cheese. Boston Burgers finally decided to jump on London when it's finding out Charges P2 side.
We're going to see starting forward is going to be Zeus picking up 1, picking up 2 again. It's just 2 pieces here from London trying to keep themselves in it as AT is going to find 1 more here. They're going to cross the 200-point mark here with this scrap time, but P2 is going to pop in. London's actually there. London is on top of this P2 right now early on. Boston rotated. I don't really know where they rotated, honestly, as they went to the opposite side. It seems like Fame is immediately dealt with, and that is going to be a bit of a problem now for the side of Boston. They got to make their way back into this somehow. They got to find their way back in. And right now, it's a bit of an issue here because London is still flooding the point. They're in possession of this, and they only need 25 more points to win this map. Boston, you got to get on this point. Desperation is going to start kicking in here because you're still down by about 40 points, and London is still here getting their time. They'll finally get kicked out. You're finally going to evict these players, but that is still a lot of time you were able to give up there, considering you should have had that early rotation. And London, I mean, again, they're back on the point. Boston was just there. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, the Getty is just lighting up. I mean, these London Royale with Cheese, man, they was just like, you guys can have that rotation. We're going to just set up for New, but now London's caught out. They're trying to all push through the back, and that is the first kill going in favor for AT to take down Fame. So now they know these players are going to try to be pushing for the back. So this is going to be a big hold for the Boston Burgers. The trades are going back and forth, but Boston Burgers are holding the line strong, but they did not watch Zeus coming from his flank side. He does going for the break. This can be game if we can't get Boston Burgers. They are spawning out from this pool side, trying to push over, but Zeus with another big two-piece to stop the push. There goes a third, and there goes game. London Royale with cheese takes the win.
They get through it right there. They're able to finish things off. Boston, I mean, a little bit tough on some of those rotations there, but London just locking things down. Even here too, right? This ending play, London was just gunning.
Here we go. London Royale will start off with the bomb. Will be the bomb carrier. It looks like he is just, just playing slow, letting his teammates get the information while he's playing. May work his way over to B. Merc starts off with the first blood onto Zeus. So that is good for the Boston Burgers to get that man advantage. Gunnix gets a second. Mercs finds the third. Now Export, he's the last man alive.
I mean, it's like, basically after that first kill, it's like, oh, you know where Mirix is? All right, we're turning around. That is not a player that you want to see on the map if you're the side of London. And Boston going to start out real strong here as they pick that one up. I mean, it's a 1v4 Export here. Just trying to find some kills, maybe, find the players. I mean, Mercs has 2 right now. You'd love to get that kill in order to, get a pick and try to prevent those skill streaks from stacking up. You can see all the players here are moving with this guy, right? They're all coming across. You're going to just shoot him in the back. Everyone's just rotating with him, right? So that is going to be round secured as Boston is going to pick up round number 1 in the map.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great defense round by the Boston Burgers. They did a great job of, like you said, just getting those opening kills by Merix, followed up by I can't even think by Gunnix, followed up by Gunnix and then Fame with the last kill. But that was a crazy thing that we did see, that all the arrows moving the same way in sequence. Like, okay, he has to rotate this bomb over back to his A side. Let's all go to the A side, and that's what they did. It was a great round, but here we go on the round 2. Like, this bomb is going up this B side. They're going to have to find AT as he does take down Merrick, which is a big kill, like you were just mentioning in the last round. Zeus takes down Gunnix, and it looks like a repeat that we just saw from the round before, Shio.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening all over again, right? Except it's the other time Fame is going to drop. So once again, it's Dreamville in the 1v4. Finds one, does a little bit better than last round here, but that is going to be immediately traded back. And, so much for that lead immediately, right? It gets knocked out. London answers back in kind here, and Boston is going to drop that round. So round number 2, going the way of London, we're tied up 1 apiece. And, we'll see if they decide to change it up, because right now, based on how things are going, it's not looking too hot if we're headed in the same direction here, and especially if you're going to have Merrick's set up on that side of the map with both sides. I mean, no real streaks being built up. They shut that down on both sides, so we're going to see where they head here, and enough is going to be your bomb carry here, as they do look like they might be swinging this one towards A, but it's a big early push here from Boston. They're playing very aggressively here on the top side of the map, and they're not actually going to spot out much here, except for, I believe, AT inside of DVD. May have been spotted, may have not been, but you can see enough is going to catch a player here. Nade goes out, and I think that just came up just a little bit short here of Dreamville. And that, both players are probably going to walk away from this one here. It's just a line across the center of the map right now from Boston.
Yeah, man, the bomb is neutral, stuck in the back. Enough is the bomb carrier. He did spot that player in the back of that A street, so he knows he's back here. This guy's trying to make his way over to the A side, but this Boston Burgers is probably knowing the play is going over to A. Fame, just playing his life, just doing everything he can just to stay alive, because they know once a man goes down, a man advantage goes down, it makes it almost impossible to win this round. Big battles going down into that bottom cafe. Merrick does get the first kill onto AT. That is big enough, trying to follow, but Gunnix takes him down. Bomb down on that B site. There goes the kill for the Boston Burgers, and they go up 2-1.
They're going to take the lead there. I mean, it was just, the line was being held extremely well by the side of Boston, right? They set up and Dreamvile is finally going to catch the player that is basically playing tag with there for the entire round. That just really nicely set up. They did a really aggressive top push there, and because London had diverted towards A, there was actually nobody to answer that there on the B side of the map. So Boston kind of knew early on that there was nothing coming their way. They're able to relocate to the other side, and they're able to push towards, try to set up for that center control. Export here is going to be playing this bridge angle, looking for these. They know Boston is probably going to also move in this direction here, as Export is going to put some shots in, and players are going to fall back here. So an early push there, but actually Zeus is going to catch player out of mid and going to find a second too. Gunnix and Dreamvile both going down here, as Zeus is going to catch both players out in mid, kind of caught with their pants down. And that is a big problem now for Boston early on, as they are now going to be down 2 players. AT going on the hunt, finds Fame. It's in MWIII now in a 1v4, and I mean, it's just 1v4s everywhere. This is our 3rd and 4 rounds.
Yeah, now they know exactly where he's out. The call out has been made. MWIII does find one. Let's see if he can find another one. Nope, they know exactly where he is. He gets taken down. London Royale ties this up 2-2, and the defense are holding strong here in this search and destroy. I mean, I think that thing's this stick, or if that was a stick nade. That was a great nade that he threw at him, but he was only one shot anyway. But two twos around. These teams are going back and forth. No team wants to give any team an advantage right now. One team has to just go back to back so they can try to get a little breathing room. But right now, we just see both teams holding on.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, the Export is looking for that mid push, and this is kind of that angle you were talking about at the start of the before we started, right? Where it's like you smoke out mid, kind of hide where they're going. It denies that angle, but instead there's going to be a big push here towards Broken. The smoke is out here, and you can see AT is on the push, looking to find that player behind the bulldozer, and instead might get caught at Zeus. First blood, Dreamvile is going to fall. Fame is going to be watching this cross, is going to weaken one. Gunnix is finally going to finish that one off. As an nade comes through, MWIII is going to find another. So Zeus and Export now are going to be left trying to pick up the pieces, and there's going to be a player mid. Export extremely low is going to have the pistol out, not able to succeed in doing so. Zeus now in a 1v2, and the bomb is not in hand. It's actually pretty far distance away, and it's basically at the feet of Gunnix right now. So they got to look, and Zeus is going to have to retrieve this, and Zeus also on a 4 streak, so keep that in mind as well. Winning this one will secure a cruise missile on top of the round. So that would be pretty critical in this case. But if not, might also just try to survive and keep this streak in hand. Those first shots is actually just going to find that 1v1 with 15 seconds to go, and Gunnix is just going to evacuate.
Yeah, I mean, if he can find a second kill, that will be big. These one-on-one battles are going to be huge. He can't probably get his bomb down if he just hustles and goes for the plant. I don't think he got enough time to get the bomb down, though, so he has to try to find this kill. He does and not find it. And that's a big round right there by the Boston Burgers to hold it off, to hold down that defense. It looked a little shaky at the beginning, but, once you got MWIII on your team, he's able to hold it down, get the kills back in favor, and make the round, go in the team's favor.
Yeah, we're going to see as well, Boston's going to have to push this one out here as they're making their way, actually kind of spread up pretty much in their spawn, actually, in London, playing this incredibly aggressively. Look where Zeus is here, is going to get traded out 1-for-1, as that is going to be a player down on either side here. So an early 3v3, in Boston has to reclaim a lot of space here, because you can see the players from London very far pushed up. Dreamvile is like basically right on top of somebody here, as that's going to be AT in mid. But yeah, Boston going to be a slow walk across the map because London is all set up.
Yeah, I mean, I almost got confused that he could see that player through that wall, because we got the Codcaster view. I was like, oh man, that's a good shot right there, but he couldn't see him. But anyways, this bomb is stuck all the way in the back. Teams are not moving. It's a stalemate right now. No teams are moving, but the only thing that can work out for Boston Burgers, if they are a little closer together, they can single out these gunfights, because all these London Royale players are just waiting for one-on-one gunfights. And there goes the first one. See what I'm saying? There's nobody there for the trade. Now, Export is the last man alive. They may commit to this A site because A is clear. Export is going to have to run around Oh, you know, he's gonna run around. He's gonna hold mid. So now he's got the indication. Bomb down on this A site. Can we see an offense get a win here, Shio?
We're going to see it might finally happen. That's our first bomb plant of the map so far. And enough is going to even the numbers here at 2 apiece. You're going to see where they end up going with this. I mean, enough trying to just dig out these players. They're both actually in. They're both going to be spotted. Enough finds one, and I should have seen the other as well. Mirix is going to go down. No offensive round win found here. Export is going to get this one with plenty of time on the clock. London's going to tie us back up again. And yeah, we thought we might get a possible one. I mean, Boston had the plant, they had the man advantage, and it just collapses around them. And at the end, London still going to finish that one out. 3 apiece now as we head to the next round. It's now just a best of 5 basically in this S&D, as we're going to see where it heads. I mean, the first offensive round is basically going to win the map. There's essentially what's coming our way. It's just a matter of when is it going to happen, and will it be round 11?
Right, and that would be great if it is there. But here we go. We are here, London Royale with the bomb. You know, enough always taking the time. Just being the guy in the back. Ooh, big kill by Export onto Fame into the bottom market building. That gives a man advantage for the London Royale, which he's now they got to just commit to a bomb site, figure out where they're going to go. Player 2 is saying, I'm going to be the player to probably clear out this A site. Let's see if enough decides to rotate this bomb back around to A. It's only up to Dreambio to try to clear this out. Now we got 2 eyes looking at this A site. We're just going to see what London decides to do here.
We're going to see. I mean, it's just, 2 down right now. Like we were talking about the first offensive round, this is probably the best chance we're going to get right now. And I mean, the 2 players up are going to be Mirix and Dreamville. And right as I say that, Dream is going to be now the last player up. 1v4 again. Mirix down offensive round 1. London is going to take that first one, strike first, as they're going to take the lead now. And they're headed to the defense. So, I mean, this is basically where Boston is now going to win an offensive round. Just make me eat my words about the first offense being the one that wins. But you never know. But that was just, you know, the picks across the map. London winning all their gunfights. Nicely played from them.
Yeah, I mean, they just took their time. You know, even after they got their first blood, they didn't rush. Oh, we got the first blood, get the bomb down. Nope. He said, let's find the second kill. And they found the second kill. That's when they were trying to commit. They made Boston Burgers nervous, come out their hiding spots. But this right here is a big round for Boston Burgers. They have to win this offensive round to keep this going, to get to that 5-3 advantage and to be on, like we said, the team that cannot win an offensive team around. It's going to be tough for them. So this is when they got to try to steal the offense back. We'll see what they do here, Shio.
Yep, I mean, number 6, that's going to be Fame is going to find one on the Zeus, but the trades are going to be there. It's now a 2v3. Boston only has Gunnix and Fame up on the board right now, and they're both kind of, you know, working around the A site. Gunnix thinking about a plan here, and is going to just evacuate instead, a little too worried about what's going on. So they're not going to get that plant down just yet, and this is going to give time for the collapse. You can see London wrapping in from the back. AT all the way in the back near gas station. And you can see Export looking at the bomb here. If you're Boston, you need to try and get out, see if you can flank around, because AT is wondering, okay, have they rotated? Have they moved? He's going to spot Fame here, and the rotation is on for at least one player. You can see whether or not the collapse is coming in. I think Export is on the way. As you can see, enough kind of watch through mid is going to spot Fame. The bomb is going to go down on A, and Fame is just going to crawl away, somehow stay alive here. And Export is actually going to get caught on A street. AT is going to find 1. AT is going to find 2. London secures it once again. They're going to go up to map point here. Boston not able to convert on that offensive round that they so badly needed.
Yeah, they did need that round. But, you know, like we said, it was just tough for the offensive teams to get around. That round that London Royale stole was big. For the round, now they're on match point. They are on the offensive side, so if they do a back-to-back offense, that will be spectacular. So Boston Burgers, they got to make sure they for sure win this defense here. They got to try it again on offense, and they may be back to do a 2-piece on offense to win the game. Here we go, Shio.
Yeah, we're going to see where they're going to do, and if London is going to secure that offensive round that they need once again here, but they're on map point. The pressure here is all on Boston. Zeus has played so aggressively, honestly, throughout this entire map and is going to continue to do so running forward. But Fame is going to find first blood. That was in mid. Zeus gets caught out. Down he goes. Export now is going to be stuck on the street and going to be forced to fall back. All three London players are all the way in the back of blue here. So they have to reclaim so much space on the map. And Boston is basically in a free reign. They don't really know it yet, but they can go wherever they want except for this little corner of the map where London is right now. So Gunnick's going to fall off of Broken, knows that there's potentially a push coming his way, as London is going to be able to start taking space here on the street, but Fame is going to find another, and I don't think this is going to be that offensive round win for London because it's all AT left in a 1v4, make it a 0v4. Boston holds strong on the defense, and they're going to stay alive in the map one more round longer.
Yeah, man, but this is the round where Boston Burgers have to step it up. I mean, we already know the defense is going to happen. They did a great job. It was just a slow play. This one thing you cannot do on invasion is you cannot slow play that back little B street. You got, if you're gonna go B, you got to commit to B. You got to be fast. You cannot commit because once you let that defensive team get up into those positions, you're just gonna be stuck in that corner for the whole round. But this is a Boston Burger lifeline round. They're going towards this B street. They're pushing up, trying to get there aggressively. They're gonna have to watch AT on the cross. Can they watch him? Cruise missile is going down, so that is going to force all these players to come back inside. Zeus has the information, so he knows where they are. So let's see how London Royale respond here after the cruise missile.
Yeah, the crew's coming in, not able to take advantage of it, but the first picks on MWIII is huge. That is a big one for the side of London as they tag basically the best player on Boston there to open things up and export on the flank. They have these players boxed in. Boston can only go in one direction, and that is going to be forward. They are trapped, right? They were trapped, and then the London players actually backed off. So both Export and AT kind of giving them a little more space here, but Zeus should spots out. The utility goes across. There goes two players, unless Zeus didn't see him. We had an X-ray. I don't actually know if Zeus saw that, but enough sure did. Finds one, not able to follow that one up, and with the time counting down, London is going to have a man advantage, and I think Boston should get this is going to get the bomb down here. Almost called it a spike. This is not Valorant. We are going to get the push coming in, and this might be Boston holding the line for their map lives and force around 11, or they're going to go down 2-0 in the series.
Oh, there goes two big kills just like that once the bomb was getting planted. London Royale with the big defensive round. We're not going to that round 11 that we all wanted. Export with a big two-piece, taking down the bomb carrier. They're taking down the player.
Series, as we're going to be checking in with Fame off the rip. It's going to be London on defense, and that A push is immediately shut down. Nothing doing here, as it's Gunnick's last player alive. Somehow is still alive in the midst of like 4 different players from London here. They're finally going to notice turn around. But Gunnick's actually comes out alive of that, finds both players, and all of a sudden, this is a bit of a distraction there going on over on the A side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, he made his way over to A. He got us up into a deep power position, but those kill feeds are still lighting up for London Royale with cheese, as they only have dropped 2 times in this round. Player 6 is going to be that first player to stop off any of these Boston Burgers trying to push over to this B site. Now his position has been made. He did not get the kill. Gunnix does take down AT. This B site should be cleared temporarily for Boston Burgers to jump on. Player 5 is going to try to be the player to stop them. Zeus does find 2 before he gets traded out. B should start getting capped now. There's only 28 seconds on the clock. They do finally get on it. Player 6, he's the closest player that can defend off the site enough. Trying to take the route through dark, but Fame finds him. And this B site is just being contested by both teams, but Boston has to get on it, Chio.
Yep, I mean, Boston is going to clear the players out there and will get on it, and they should have the cutoffs here because number 4 Fame is looking there from the front. DVD finds 2. There goes all 4 players. London just wiped off the board in one sweep, basically. All 4 dead in the span of 3 seconds. Was able to find that one, pick things up, and that is going to be the B point secure. They got to make their way towards A now. The harder hill to get, as always, but they do have a 2 life lead here, so see if they can leverage that. And AT has somehow snuck in behind basically the entire team right now. I'm not really sure how this happened. Trying to find where these players have gone after coming off of that B point here. But there's at least one. There's going to be one. Looking for a second. Doesn't know there's a player in here and is still going to win that gunfight. 3 dead for Boston. And that is going to be a problem now because they're going to have to reset to the other side of the map, and they are nowhere close to A, which is your objective. You got 40 seconds to go, and they got to get over here. And, I mean, your life lead is already gone. It's all tied up right now. As number 3, it's going to be Dream Valve's going to find the player that was on towards Bridge. That was the problematic player, but immediately gets traded back. Fame's going to trade back there as well as we head over towards A, and Boston is running out of time.
Yeah, running out of time. There's 25 seconds left. 13 and 13 are the lives. Player 4 and player 2 are going to be the first person to get as close as they can, but player 2 loses his battle. At least player 4 just on an island. Wall bang by Export, but Export gets him as he runs into the hill. 9 seconds ago, players responding up pretty deep. Is going to be up just the player 1 to try to break through that line. He gets taken down. Kill feed is still lighting up red for the London Royale with cheese. There goes the time limit. Boston only able to get 3 ticks now.
They're able to, I mean, they're able to get the ticks. I mean, but they basically didn't touch A, except I think the very start when Gunix hopped on that hill at the very beginning of the round. And unfortunately for Boston, they just never saw it again, basically. They didn't come within touching distance of it. London cleans things up very nicely. AT is somehow sneaking in behind everybody every which way. And, you know, good start there for London. Not the start that you want to see if you're Boston, but Boston here, you're on defense, and this is where you have to capitalize. Invasion is one of those maps where, you know, again, you lose the first offensive round, and that is probably going to cost you the map. And you can see the push comes in, though, and Fame finds 2, cleans it up. London is going to descend all the way back to the respawn, and now they're going to be charging their way towards B here. There's going to be one player here. Mercs immediately gets traded. And this is a nice rotation, actually, from Boston. They know that they're all going to come out, and they're all going to head towards B. But it looks like London is going to secure at least past that first wave.
Yeah, man, you know that A site when you start off, it's called the all for broke route. Everybody goes for there. If you get it, then you get the A site. But if you don't, you got to get to your sponsor, regroup, get back to this B site. They did a great job of getting there initially. They did get the B site secured at another minute of the clock. They are down by 3 lives on the tick segment, so they got to watch their lives as they make their way over to this A site. But with the time, they can just take their time, get some kills to work off in their favor, start working the lives to work in their favor, start getting those 1, 2, 3 down, and then immediately be able to work the gym, stack the point. But the kill feeds are just going back and forth. You find one, Boston Burgers find another. They're holding the 3 life lead, and as long as Boston Burgers got this 3 life lead, they got players by this A site. They should do a great job of defending off these London Royale with cheese. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, just Fame is just picking up kills all over the map right now. It just seems like 2 pieces everywhere they go. But right now, Zeus is going to find one, but gets caught out. And AT is somehow... When did he get here? Because I don't think nobody's noticed, at least for sure. The side of or at least the side of Boston has no idea that he's back here, and he just walked right past a player. He just straight up walked right past a player. They ships in the night. These guys didn't notice each other at all. AT's finally gonna pop out and find him, but the rest of the team falls around him. There's nobody anywhere close to this one. As there's going to be another one, though. AT is popping off here in the hill. Loses another player. Come from this side, is not able to secure too many players to shoot at there. I think spotted the player out on the street, and that hesitation cost him here. And that is going to be at least 1 tick, though. So London is going to take that tick lead on the back of AT there. And that is going to be pretty huge for them, looking to secure that defensive round in round number 5 if we go that far.
I mean, this is it. They do got 2 big kills on the row. They only got 6 lives left, so every life is important. AT always making his way to this back. He finds when he is in their spawns, he's going to start spawning them out far out towards that B Street. His teammates are stacking the point. They are getting the kills. 6 to 9 are the lives. There goes the 4th stack. Live tick is on the way in London. Have pulled it out the hat. Shio.
I mean, it's a stack the point word to gyms, right? Everyone just piles on to that point there as they're able to just pick up the kills necessary, get everybody in, and it just goes so fast when everyone stacks that point. There's 4 players there, It's something like, what, 15 seconds for a full cap? The ticks go by so quick, and Boston is now in dire straits here. You lost the offensive round, and like I said on Invasion, that offense is basically doom. Like, if you don't pick that one up, you are in so much trouble, and Boston immediately switching things up, headed towards B with the full stack. London is going to realize this pretty quick that, hey, there's nobody here. Fame is actually going to blow a car up, and there goes AT. So goodbye to the one player on this side of the map. They're going to stack this, or they should at least. There's only one player, I think, on this, and it is not going by very quick. This is going to give London time to rotate over here, and enough is actually going to find the player in mid. AT coming off the spawn finds that player as well. Boston is still capping this, but, I mean, only one player here since they don't have a ton of time. Gunix is going to find one. The player on the point, though, got traded out, and he's dead. So despite, that advantage that Boston had to start here, they didn't even count the point. They got one tip.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is one where you're yelling, stack the point. Stack the point if you're a fan of the Boston Burgers. I don't know what that one stack was. Now we finally got a stack on this B site. They probably should get it as they did just get those 3 kills to clear off this B site. Now the rotation to A has to start, and player 1, he was trying to get there, but he instantly gets founded out. Now they got to start rotating towards the A site. Kills are going back and forth, but it is going favoring the Boston Burgers for now. But player 6 now, AT, he's just being that player for London Royale, just getting into those spots, forcing out those deep spawns for the Boston Burgers, and that is not what you want, but they know that somebody's here because of where they're spawning. Now they got to try to make their way up this A street and try to secure this A site.
You can see, I mean, Boston just entering the blender here, right? Export just going flying through, finds 2 kills. Mercs and Fame both going down here, but Gunix from mid is going to catch one. Not able to clean things up, but there goes another. The trades are there. Boston is buying themselves a window here. If they can take down the 2 remaining players, it's going to be Export on the point. AT is going to provide the cover fire, but it looks like they're just getting shut down here everywhere they go. Boston is not able to just get past the line. It's like that center point of the map. They're just not able to find it. Gunix at range finds Zeus. But the lives are beginning to dwindle here. 13 to 14. They're only down by 1. 50 seconds on the clock is still a good amount of time, but Boston in 2 rounds has not shown they've been able to break through this defensive line, and they have to do so. I mean, this is it, right? You lose this. This is it for the series. You are going home. And I've seen Boston finally gets on the point. They got on, and they're immediately going to go down. So all that work for nothing, basically. And actually, Export's here in like a 1v1 on the point. So Boston has a chance, but now that time is taken down. You're below 30 seconds, and this might be your last push.
Yeah, but Gunix is going to try to make that play for his team. He's in the back. He's forcing those deep spots for London Royale. All he needs is for his team to get up and get to these hills, but they just get taken down. His work is due to no avail. 10 seconds left. It's now a straight push, all or nothing to the point. And there goes Miracle 1 before he gets traded out. Dream Bow's time. He gets taken down. It's up to player 2, player 4. Time has ran out on the Boston Burgers. London Royale will win this map 3-0, win the series 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, the offense, it's that run round we were talking about, right? You win an offense on Invasion, and that almost